Heyo!
What is cracking?
What is up?
What is up, my Zudes? How? Welcome back to ZUDECAST. This is episode number 53?
54.
No,
53.
No, it says 53.
53. Okay,
53.
I just had a nice big fuck on the tip of my tongue right there. Jesus Christ. We've been
Yeah.
doing it. We've been out here for a minute.
Hell yeah.
I know.
We're back on the grind, back on the weekly grind, boys.
Would you call this season 3 quite yet?
I mean, I guess
2.5
this is
still?
this is gonna have to be season 3. We got some budget cuts.
I feel like this is the season between seasons right now.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is like the mid-season mini-series, docu-series before
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
premiere coming back around.
Exactly.
But yeah, we got the setup coming back around. We got this temporary studio going on. I dropped all the
Yeah.
posters from last time, so you can see
gotta
our nice
say-
decorations here. It feels pretty swagged out.
You've done well.
Thank you. We got Wonder Woman here, so you know we're an ally to women everywhere.
Yeah. It's a good way to mask our misogyny through
Whoa,
token female icons.
Look, all I'm saying is she's fire.
Yeah, Milky's.
she's something.
Okay.
So anyway,
Welcome back to ZUDECAST. It's hosted by us three, the best trio of all time, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
yeah.
Which all of us all are at all
Yeah.
the same times always.
Leave a comment. Which one's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost?
I'm the Holy Ghost because Barkay slap. You feel me?
I'm definitely the Son because I mean, look,
Or am I the son because I don't know.
because you're mixed,
You're the
like
son,
Jesus.
but I'm
You're
the son.
you're the Holy Ghost.
Oh yeah, I feel you. But anyways, I got it's your boy. My name is Adrian Grody. I make art and comic books, and I play drums and I skateboard. So that's what I do here. And we got Tech Wizard here, Tech Genius
Yeah,
here.
it's at Robert Ware Music on the gram. Go check it out if you want to learn how to make some fucking wubs and some yoinks and some yoys and some poop basses and
Yoink.
yeah,
Some
fuck yeah.
flubba-dubs.
Or if you need some dope video editing, like what you're gonna be seeing in this video that we recorded all in one take without end. Anyway,
That's right. No editing required.
And
the best
on-
kind of editing is no editing.
no, my right. Who do we have here?
Hello, I am Chris Paisley. My pronouns are Zim. I am wearing a black graphic tee featuring Rowdy Roddy Piper and an alien
From the John Carpenter.
from the
classic.
John Carpenter classic They Live.
Very nice. I appreciated that. As somebody who
Just
can't,
for all the blind viewers.
I know I was gonna say I can't see very well, so I
Yeah.
appreciated it.
Yeah. Do you guys see that with Kamala Harris the other day? She's like,
Yeah.
my pronouns are she, her, and I'm wearing a blue suit. As if like explain. It's like, who is that for, really though?
It's not for anybody. It doesn't do anything.
Is it for blind people? And it's like they're like, I don't fucking know what blue is.
yeah, all the blind motherfuckers are like, what is she wearing?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What are you wearing? Is it for colorblind people? They're like, that's a nice gray dress. And she's like, actually, it's blue. But you wouldn't know. Anyways.
I don't
Gotta
even
get it
know.
right.
I was gonna say, there's like not much to spin on that. It's just like why?
I don't,
What do you?
I don't know.
It just doesn't. It's just too much. Like it's just like what's just like
Yeah.
it's too long
Yeah.
of a breath. She said it all in
Yeah.
one breath too, and it's just like oh man, this is gonna hear you getting exasperated towards the end of
And
it.
these are my eyes. And this is my nose.
You couldn't see him under the mask.
Yeah.
But
right.
yeah, so we actually have a couple different segments we're going to try to hit on this week. We're hitting you with the classic Zudes with the news this right now for this first video here.
Yes, indeed.
We got a new segment coming up this week where we're going to do what we've always said we've done and dig into some really trippy, esoteric, and conspiratorial files. But that's
Yeah.
coming soon. That's coming soon. But yeah, starting off today with a big bang, man. The World War III saga arc never ends, does it?
Is it big bazonga bang?
Is it World War III or is it Cold War II?
Same diff.
Same diff?
yeah.
Same diff? Fair enough.
Roughly.
Fair enough. So what's happening here? Someone tell me, please. I don't know. Enlighten me.
So we got old Nance here.
Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy
Oh,
Pelosi.
no. Oh, no.
See, this is why I wanted to
I should have alt
delegate the
tabbed.
duties.
I should have alt tabbed. It's okay.
It's okay.
Alt
I didn't
tab, bro?
Alt-
What are you talking about, bro?
Hey, alt tab is just a keyboard shortcut.
Oh,
No. An alt tab is when you take a tab of acid that makes you incredibly right winged. Wouldn't it be crazy? You just
Yeah.
trip hella hard one day.
I'd hate to accidentally
you
become
take a tab.
gay because of acid.
I'm sure that'll tie into some of the other stories
Oh
that
my
we got
gosh.
coming up too. But Nancy Pelosi just landed unfortunately for some, landed completely safely in Taiwan. But so Nancy Pelosi, she is the first Speaker of the House in like 25 plus years. I think the last Speaker of the House to go to China was Newt, good old Newt, back in like the 80s or like 90s.
Mormon Boys.
Yeah.
MormonBoys.com.
And so, as China doesn't really consider Taiwan to be its own thing, but Taiwan is like, no, we're our own thing. We're making semiconductors and doing our old shit. We got so-called democracy and stuff over here too. And they said, fuck China. And China is kind of big mad at old Nance for doing this.
Yeah.
It's kind of a wild sitch.
So just quick recap. Oh, sorry,
Just curious, does that make her like slightly more based? Just on the scale of none to baseness.
Well, that's the question, right? I mean, because some of her colleagues and even like some of the like Mitch McConnell and like some of the other people came out and like in support of her, being like, oh, she's standing up for Taiwan's democracy. Yeah. While at the same time, you could say like, hey, this is kind of just like it's sort of the same thing as when like, Bush being like, oh yeah, like we're going to be greeted as heroes in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yeah.
They're going to love us. And so I don't know, like, because it's like, yeah, like you don't want Taiwan to be controlled completely by China, right? I mean, China argues that Taiwan is just part of China and it's not its own country at all. But if that was the case, I mean, when she flew into Taiwan's airport, there wasn't Chinese guards and things coming after her. So it's
you'd think as like
it's not really
one of the most powerful countries on the planet, they'd have a little bit more to be able to flex on Taiwan. They're just sitting there like, no, please don't be independent. No.
Well, that's the worry is that that's gonna happen soon, is that they are gonna flex on Taiwan, and Taiwan is still on the table, especially seeing as how the U.S. has handled the whole Ukraine situation, because it's really pretty analogous, I guess, to the whole Russia-Ukraine thing, where Russia's like, hey, yeah, no, Ukraine is still our shit.
Right.
It's kind of Taiwan is sort of China's version of that.
Right. Yeah. So here's the brief little history of Taiwan and China too, real quick for anybody who doesn't happen to know. Back when there was like the communist revolution in China, and when back when like actually Japan was actually invading China too during World War II. Chiang Kai-shek was the leader of the Republic of China at the time, and so basically what happened was in the middle of the war, Chiang Kai-shek said, actually, everybody, the Japanese aren't the biggest threat, the communists are. So we're like middle of the war, being invaded by a foreign country, they turned on the Communist Party mid-fight. And so obviously that led to a lot of infighting, caused a lot of problems for China, and Chiang Kai-shek's government got chased out into Taiwan, but that the communists weren't able to make it out there to defeat them and conquer Taiwan back. So there's this big, the beef goes way back. And so they said, nope, we're still out here. We're, this government's still legitimate. And so Taiwan became its own thing because it's like, we're not China. We're the original government. We're still here. And it's still technically the same governmental body from before the Chinese Revolution. So they want to stomp that shit out for sure.
They're like, we're the same. Y'all changed.
No, exactly. Yeah, they're like, we're the OGs here and y'all aren't. So
does their beef go as far back as Nancy Pelosi?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, we were talking about that picture where it's Pelosi and JFK.
Oh, I should have put that on there, bro.
Like low key, because it was like during like the 60s.
That was during
the
40s,
okay,
40s
so
and 50s. Yeah, 40s and 50s is when that happened, because that was like Mao Zedong and stuff. During his first wave of like the Great Leap Forward and shit.
Right. Was and then when, like the 60s, he kept going with the shit.
Yeah, because that was the Cultural Revolution was in the 70s.
I'm just saying, as far as beef goes, she's getting there. So
look at her hand, dude. Her hand kind of looks like beef.
She looking like an overpriced gas station snack.
She looked like a flank steak.
Definitely looked like she kicked in the dehydrator for too long. Like they fell asleep when they were making the jerky. They're like, fuck, fuck. All right, well, I'm still gonna sell it.
But unseasoned jerky.
Yeah, no,
Some
definitely.
people like to try.
Yeah, so I mean, this is definitely a huge deal because we covered a little bit of it before throughout this, our previous World War III arc.
Yeah.
There have been a number of military drills taking place around Taiwan. We move some ships out there, and then they move freaking battle cruisers, and then we fly planes, and they fly more planes. It's just like a really big game of chicken here.
Yeah.
Definitely some brinkmanship going on. They're
Definitely.
like, do something, and we're like, you do something, motherfucker, come on,
Yeah.
do something, and they're like, do something. And so my kind of take on this, I kind of feel like it's kind of crazy because even like Biden and like Kamala Harris were like, you shouldn't go, Nancy, and it's like that's kind of weird,
Yeah.
like we all
Yeah.
know that there's alleged ties between them and China too, so I don't
Right.
know exactly what's going on there, but there are forces that are kind of trying to just be a lot more willy-nilly with China. But I think this is actually sort of almost like a big deterrent almost, dude, because it's like if fucking something happened to Nancy Pelosi, China's been making a lot of threats, by the way, too. They're pissed that this is happening. But frankly, if something happened to Nancy Pelosi out there, that would be very, very bad. And I don't think they'd be willing to make that kind of move right now, to like and directly harm somebody who's such a high-ranking member of our government. Like,
True, and that's why it's like she didn't need to go out there. Like, there's really not much to be gained by going there, to be honest. Like, I mean, maybe there is, but like, from what I can tell, it kind of seems like she's trying to go to like take the heat off of what's happening with her husband too, who just got
Oh, yeah.
'cause he got arrested, he got a DUI.
well, didn't they
Which
just
is
get
fucking
investigated
hilarious.
for
And they
like
got-
laundering and shit?
And they got investigated for laundering and all this stuff with like Nancy Pelosi's husband. He has a better like stock trading track record than like Warren Buffett.
Oh wow.
And he's I don't even know why he's involved at all. Why they even involved with politics? They just become stock traders,
Right.
But it's because Nancy's always got such
Connections,
insider information and
yeah.
all this stuff, and definitely got something to do with why she's going out to Taiwan. It definitely seems like that's a little bit of the piece of the puzzle. If we want to move on to the next slide, I think we got a little bit of we got the
a little bit
we
of
got
Nancy,
Yanni P.
Nancy Knockers.
Shout out
This
to
is
Giannis
obviously
What
fake,
year is
by the
that?
way.
Dude, I don't know, but I want to go back to then. We need to make America great again, and by that I mean we need to go back to whatever this year was. Because
This is obviously fake. This is so obviously
It's a
fake.
butt
Isn't that?
photoshopped onto her
Just-
chest, bro.
I just want to believe, bro. But you guys saw the other picture recently of like her on the beach.
Yeah. Shit on her with her
Wait, from recently, or did it just surface
No.
recently?
It's a recent picture of Nancy's recent Milkies,
oh.
and she's on the beach, and you're like, wow. I mean, like the rest of her body looks like a Sharon Noble experiment, but like the milkers have held up surprisingly well.
Okay. Not shocking.
No.
I mean, they might need a little bit of support,
Yeah, probably.
but yeah, she's landing with 2 bombs on her.
Is that what
Should've
she?
said someone less threatening?
Is that what she be feeding the adrenochrome farm babies with?
Oh my god.
Her Milkies?
Oh my
Nah, unfortunately.
That is very threatening, though. I'd be intimidated.
May I have some more?
Oh my gosh. So
Yeah, so this is Pelosi's take on this was our delegation's visit to Taiwan honors America's unwavering commitment to supporting Taiwan's vibrant democracy. Our discussion with Taiwan leadership reaffirm our support for our partner and promote our shared interests, including advancing a free and open Indo-Pacific region.
you just had to go full South Park with that impersonation, didn't you?
Yeah.
Impression, my bad impression.
Yeah.
Definitely just some generic schlabbergob right there. I mean,
Right. She's standing up to support their vibrant democracy. And then, but you know what? I am in support of what did she say? A free and open Indo-Pacific region.
yeah,
Just
that,
basically like milk tea supremacy.
oh my god. I feel it. Boba,
You know what I mean?
for life.
Yeah, boba supremacy.
Boba supremacy.
Dude, I saw a meme where it was like, is it worth it? And then it was like a mouse's eye. And then it was like showing that it's like they're using mouse's eyes to make the boba balls and boba
Oh my
tea.
god.
They're like, is it worth this suffering?
Damn.
Bro, that hell reminds me of like
dark turn.
It's
Really
like
quick.
the dog noses for the PlayStation 2, like
Oh my
joysticks.
god. That's all funny.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I guess there's a little bit of counter protesting. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say too. It's like free and open Indo. That's all Indo-Pacific. Like that's the whole thing though. Actually, because like they've been getting crazy with like other countries in the area too. Japan's had to get ready for a couple different scuffles too. Like and everybody just gets on alert too. Or there's like been a bunch of times where there's like contested waters and China's just pushing the limit. Like I'm pretty sure they had something going on with the Philippines too, where they're just like really pushing it with the borders and the trade routes and stuff, and just being like, what are you gonna do, huh?
And it's like you could say like, oh, it's just posturing or whatever, but it's like that's what everybody was saying about what Russia was doing with Ukraine, for the longest time. They're like, oh, it's just posturing. And it's like, well, it is until one day it isn't.
Well, FBI and MI6 both said that the China's the biggest threat to like basically everybody's economic interest.
Way more so than Russia. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. Aren't they starting a whole new fucking a whole new world currency, basically?
That's right. I heard something about that too, where it was China and Russia teaming up.
Because after Russia got yeeted off of every financial platform in existence,
they got yeeted off of SWIFT.
Yeah,
Swift
Swift,
was like the main transaction processing system for all of, well, at least all of the EU and I think the US too.
And I think between the two of them, they probably have enough manipulative power to switch the world currency off of the dollar, essentially. It's
pretty wild, bro, because they have tons of countries that are just they own countries basically because they go sell them hella infrastructure, give them loans that they'll never be able to pay back, and give them so you get power lines and roads and railways and shit like that, but then they owe your ass,
especially when you don't allow US dollar as a payment form.
Right. It's bad.
Well, that's basically the same thing that the US has done in the Middle East and a bunch of other places,
right?
And Indonesia and all those places in South America, but they're just doing the same shit. China's doing the same shit, right? Building a bunch of infrastructure, giving them a bunch of shit, but in return for some kind of deal with the devil type of situation,
right?
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. So I was watching a little bit of the kind of just the mainstream news sources talking about Nancy's visit. And it was like, oh, yeah, she's been, greeted by cheers from all the Taiwanese people or whatever. And it's like, I'm sure there's probably some, but at the same time, I don't know. You got Jack Posobiec here, which I don't know, take it with a grain of salt. But he was, I saw that he posted this is not that many people, obviously, either. And we were looking at this photo right here, and it says, I'm not even going to read it like it's the way it's written, but as much as I want to.
Yeah.
Terrible maker.
It would be more
Nancy
justified
Pelosi.
now than any other time.
Yeah. You can just imagine. You can imagine.
Oh, I don't have to.
And we were looking at this photo, and we were like, wait, is this from China or is this from Taiwan? And they're just like, wait, what's the difference? According to China, there's none. But the fact that they're having picket signs and things like that, I would guess that this is a picture from Taiwan.
Yeah, they're not really so fond on the public gathering out in China. I don't think you're really supposed to be doing that right now.
Yeah, they got the pangolin box.
That being said, like any other country too, I'm sure there are people in Taiwan who feel some type of way about, reconnection or whatever, because it is, it's right across the way, I'm sure there's, people have family on, in China, they're in Taiwan or Taiwan and China. So I'm sure it's not any one unified political view. I'm sure it's very complicated, just like anything, here, people might think Americans think like this, but it's we think all kinds of different shit. So,
right.
But I mean, they're probably scared, to be honest, because it's just oh no, this is what are you doing here?
Yeah.
This is going to escalate shit.
Well, because
I think it might be a better deterrent, bro. Because like I said, if anything happens to Nancy Pelosi out here, that would be a huge global crisis, to be honest.
Yeah.
That would set it off. So it's
I dead ass hope that nothing happens.
I think people that are kind of fucking hoping for something to happen are kind of fucking stupid.
It's
a stupid sentiment, regardless of how you feel about her. You're an idiot if you think that.
No, it's
that's
we
a
should
good
not
thing for us
send
to do. Something that would escalate things that high is not something you should wish for.
Even if that wasn't the case, I don't wish harm on her.
Yeah,
no.
I don't
as
like
much
her.
as I don't like her. Yeah. I also don't want it to be. I don't want any single fucking American soldier to have to go out and die for Nancy Pelosi's honor.
Exactly.
Come
what
on,
the fuck, bro.
You know what I mean? So I got one more picture, I think.
That would just turn her into a martyr, too. Ah, look at her. Dude, isn't it fired? We're saying it's fire to see caricatures of Americans, bro.
Yeah, no, it's pretty funny.
It's pretty great, actually. I love it.
That does look like it's some Ben Garrison type shit, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it does.
Like it really does look Ben Garrison.
I wonder if it is, or if it's like is that a hand drawn?
Just somebody like printed it out.
Yeah, it might be a print. It's pretty good. If that was hand drawn, shout out.
Yeah, right? Shit.
Maybe more cheap animation artists. See, that's the problem. If we don't have Taiwan, that's all of our fucking PlayStations and our chicken tendy making air fryers and our fucking all of our semiconductors and all things like that. It's gonna be gone.
Well, definitely too, like,
Fleshlights.
the semiconductors and the
no, not the
microchips, bro, are
Yeah.
definitely the thing because they got the mines out there and they got the processing plant for those.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it kind of gets super complicated because then it's like a thing about like EPA and like environmental restriction and stuff. It's like we could start setting up that kind of shit over here, but it's like again, environmental protection shit kind of keeps us from doing it. So I don't know, like it's
Yeah.
kind of crazy, like had to be dependent on Taiwan, this little country that's in like this fucking crazy, because it really is. If Taiwan goes, bro, they're gonna take whatever they want. To be
Yeah.
honest, you know what I mean. Like if we don't do anything about Taiwan too, like it's gonna be a real, don't stop them before it's too late kind of thing,
Yeah, but it's also kind of just like. It's unfortunately we've made it our problem.
Yeah, are they an official ally of ours? I'm pretty sure, right?
No.
No?
No.
Taiwan isn't?
Not exactly. The UN considers Taiwan to be part of China.
Interesting.
Remember back in the beginning of COVID, where it was like that there was like the lady like speaking to the World Health Organization guy, and she's like, "So what about like what's going on in Taiwan?" And then he just like hung up the Skype call, like it was like the middle of like a Zoom like news conference. You remember that shit? She's like, "Bye bye," and yeah, he's just like, what's that? I can't hear you." And she's like, "Well, what do you think about Taiwan's response to the virus?" And he just
Didn't want to fucking
Nope.
answer that one.
That was not on the approved list.
Yeah.
That's rough. But speaking of responses to viruses, we got a new one, baby. Fucking monkeypox, bro. Let's
right.
go. Monkeypox. We have
This
the cowpox.
motherfucker.
Spunky box.
My people do not like the pox. It's fucking. It's interesting. I feel like it kind of came out of nowhere for fucking sure. What's up with all these animal? Remember we were talking about gain of function and how that's a thing, and now all of a sudden we have another monkey-related, animal-related virus that's being able to be transmitted to people and being a fucking problem. And it's so much of a problem that Gavin Newsom decided to declare a state of emergency over the number of cases that are happening. Interesting.
Yeah.
God.
It's a state of emergency.
Would you say he's covering his ass?
I would say so, absolutely.
And that would be good advice to any who are attending any sort of events in San Francisco in the next coming weeks.
Stay safe.
Let's see what else we got here.
Edgar Cut.
I just can't help but notice that this fucking monkey has more eyeliner going on than Johnny Depp in a Tim Burton movie.
Dude, he's horrifying. Why are monkeys so like terrifying? I didn't include it, but there's like monkeys attacking people in Japan too.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like they're just being vicious.
Yeah.
They don't want food. They
They're
just want blood.
fucking mad.
Yeah. So yo.
So we got from very unbiased, very neutral Breitbart, JK. So as they say, San Francisco holds kink and fetish fest. Get monkeypox vaccine and then go for it. Hey, I mean,
Thanks to have your permission.
yeah, right. There's never been a better time to enjoy a weekend of latex and leather.
I'm actually allergic to latex.
Then during a monkeypox outbreak,
Monkeypox outbreak.
man, it's just there. I didn't even know that there was like a gay thing like with the monkeypox. Like
Yeah.
I really didn't until like this past week, and then
Well, because
like
they're trying to cover it up.
yeah. I does anybody know like where it's like kind of popped up from at first, or is there any kind of a
Popped up
contact?
from some dude's asshole.
Probably from a flight attendant.
Any like oh my god! Any fucking contact tracing? They haven't figured out any kind of information about where it's.
They did not backtrace it yet, or I don't know. But basically, it's not like the Rona in that it can only be spread through like you got to be pretty close and intimate with someone to spread it at this point. So like I've seen articles that were saying in New York they were also having events and things going on. They're like, yeah, basically you should just like put a Band-Aid over it, like open over your sores and your pox marks and stuff, and then just go for it and have fun.
Oh man.
So
It's just not good to kind of like, it just doesn't look good, period, to
Yeah.
be like, yeah, just still go for it. And the thing is, too,
That's
again,
like
we
Black Plague levels of advice.
No, yeah, and it's like, dude, we already know that, vaccines don't prevent they don't prevent transmission, they just limit symptoms. So even if you get vaccinated,
well, not for monkeypox.
it doesn't.
Well, the monkeypox, as far as I understand, a monkeypox vacation is like it's more similar to like your standard smallpox shot.
So either way,
That actually does a thing. Like it actually inoculates you. Unlike the mRNA thing, which is like
well, either way, you shouldn't go, because then
No,
with the
exactly.
standard vaccination, then you're going to have some level of monkeypox in your system, and it's going to get you somewhat
right. You
sick,
can't
right?
just like shake.
you might have some fucking monkeypox symptoms if you're getting vaccinated for it, especially if it's an old school vaccine, like an inoculation.
Yeah.
Which, like, cool, but you
Right.
could still, I feel like you could still definitely contact trace it, especially if you're going to a kink fest, which, there's lots of bodily fluids flying around.
a lot of fluids.
Lots of touching and
I'm sure
and
Which
Penny
I'm
Star knows
hey,
all
like,
about
you know
that.
what? Like, fucking have your kink fest, do all that kind of stuff. But it's like, at the very least, when we got like a whole article on this. Let's see.
yeah.
So San Francisco held its kink and fetish sex festival on Sunday, despite the spread of the monkeypox virus among homosexual men. Organizers said they took precautions such as putting booths 10 feet apart. Oh, thank God. And requiring vaccination cards for coronavirus and monkeypox to enter the venue.
The
I
10
didn't
feet
even
rule is
know there
great.
was a vax card for monkeypox.
The 10 feet rule is great. That way you don't accidentally, like, say, slip on a banana peel that has been left by a monkey somewhere and wind up with your dick in another dude's ass.
Yeah. Whoops. Just imagine Don Knotts.
That's a big banana.
There's a lot of sodomy going on here. Oh, jeez.
Don Knotts at the Kink and Fetish Festival. Gotta draw that now.
At Knott's Berry Farm, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. So they put vaccination cards and monkey for coronavirus and monkeypox to enter the venue. So I didn't even know there was a monkeypox vaccine card. It's like Subway, dude. You're just punch cards.
Well, see, once the infrastructure's there, they
Right,
got
the
the COVID
precedent,
pass.
yeah.
They're never
Yeah.
gonna not be passing
Right.
you for something. So.
But it's not like you gotta, it's not like one of these things where it's like you gotta wear a mask, you gotta do all this stuff. It's just like just try not. I know it's hard, but try not for like the next couple weeks at least. Try not to go to any gay orgies or any kind of orgies. Hey, you can still be bi, but like they're like because I saw like another article where you're just like, bro, like satire is just like there's almost no point of satire anymore because real life is just as insane. Whereas like it's like, hey, it's not just gay men getting monkeypox. Straight men who occasionally have sex with men also can be victims to monkeypox. It's like, okay,
that's pure dick and ass activities.
Yeah, you call it DNA activity.
I like this. I like this.
Bringing the homophobia this episode.
Yeah.
Classic.
There's nothing homophobic about it, but that's the thing. They just don't like. They're so afraid of calling it a gay disease or whatever because of the whole like.
Well,
it's the whole. It just brings it back to AIDS.
This
you know
is
what I mean?
just like with they were like this is just gonna be like early days of COVID where they're like, it's not a China virus. In fact, we're gonna have Hug a Chinese Person Day
In
just
San
to
Francisco.
Yeah, they did that in San Francisco. Pelosi herself, remember
Nancy Pelosi,
Pelosi said, she's like, there's no virus. It's not a big deal. It's like I think this is really
Dude.
I mean, this is how something like this gets worse. To be honest with you, bro, like they're too scared to like just say like, I mean.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I mean, regardless of it's just gonna be. I don't know. It's just like there's gonna be a lot of people banging for sure. Which you just want to. Wouldn't you want to like, just encourage safety and like encourage like. I don't know.
Yeah.
And
We all have to,
regardless, like it's just a big crowd. Regardless, gay, straight, whatever. If there's allegedly it's a state of emergency. And they're like, no, we're not going to shut down. Right. No, like it's like, okay, buddy. All right, here we go. I'd love to see how things are different this time around.
Yeah.
Like if like, I don't think there's going to be another lockdown over this. I don't think so.
Yeah.
They better not. I don't think it's going to happen. I mean,
yeah, I mean, you'd have to pretty much consent to getting a dick in your ass. How many times am I going to...
Okay, all right. or in your Thrussy.
Here, let's
Thrussy.
let's just continue the
Did
article.
Did we skip one? Or?
No.
this is the
He
next
went back to it.
Oh, okay. Okay. So the event still didn't match the packed-in. Come on, the packed-in scene of the years past. I had to do it. All right, keep going. The estimated total crowd was 7,000 throughout the course of the day, compared with a more typical year that would see about 10,000.
Well,
Police
that's
said.
like not even like not a lot. Like that's still a lot of people. 7,000 people. Like that's a big event. Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's probably not even 10% of the gays in San Francisco.
Probably
That's not
not,
even
yeah, no.
5%.
Yeah.
Police estimated it peaked at 2,000 to 3,000 around 4 p.m. City officials declared a public health emergency for monkeypox just days before the Door Alley Fair, also known as the Up Your Alley Festival.
Oh,
The Backdoor Festival.
Yeah.
spicy.
COVID-19 testing was offered by the Department of Public Health. There was no monkeypox testing, and you had to look to find a preventative leaflet about the virus. But actually, the only thing they needed to prove monkeypox is like, do you have your wristband? It's like, then you pretty much have monkeypox.
Oh my gosh.
Officials say that only hired professional. Officials said they only hired professional fetishists would be involved in sadomasochistic activity. Thank
Wow,
God.
at least they know what they're doing.
That
At
is
least they
good,
know what they're
honestly.
doing.
No, for real. That is good because story time here. If anybody's ever been to a sadomasochistic event, it is a little.
all you, homie.
Let's just say you got to be careful how quickly you pull your dick out of things.
Look, even if there's not necessarily fucking
There's not
everywhere,
necessarily fucking
there's
involved.
not necessarily fucking at these kind of things.
Not in the main.
Not in the main area. Yeah, no. But sometimes there is like different like shit that people use, like different things that like, you can kind of like different stuff to mess around with, and if a lot of people are touching said apparatus. Because people like to mess
same
around
whip.
and goof each other. Yeah, the same whips and chains and paddle boards, and you got your whole like spinning wheel of death.
Yeah.
like
It feels like a weed convention or something where you're like the dab guy and you gotta like fucking swab the bowl after everything and wipe it down and like
right.
Like, all right, just ready for your asshole, sir.
Yeah, like, but
Step right
if it's like a watch and don't touch party,
Yeah.
like that's better.
Which
mean,
I think
that's
technically that's what it is, but it's like y'all know it's just like there's a back room somewhere, and or it's like, hey, let's head over to let's Uber to my Airbnb. That's right down the street, you
right?
know?
No, and it's gonna be a party, and like don't get it twisted. Fools are gonna be rolling and having fun and whatever. It's not like I want anything bad to happen, but it is just still like, all right, y'all are still gonna do this during the middle of a thing. It's also
it's the hypocrisy of the thing where it's just like, this other, the last 2 years we've dealt with, we all had to wear the mask and we all had to, well, we didn't all have to, but they tried really hard to get everybody to take the shots and, oh, you can't work at your job anymore. Oh, you're going to get fired. Oh, you're going to get blasted for saying this online. You're going to get fired,
Yeah, especially in San Francisco, too. It was real tough. Like,
but they're too afraid of backlash to be like, hey, maybe just take a sabbatical on like butt stuff for like just a couple weeks.
Well, I think not even necessarily just buzz stuff. Just promise. I didn't know it was
And just
sexual.
promiscuity
I didn't
in
know it was
general.
sexually transmitted. I really didn't. I thought it was like some weird kind of touch stuff or like a staph infection kind of
it's
vibe.
not necessarily sexually transmitted,
But it's pretty much guaranteed to be
through
transmitted.
But if you have sex with someone, if it's like transferred by fluids, like then definitely for sure. Exactly. Like so I don't know. It's just one of those things too. It's all like, Lord forbid you don't encourage promiscuity. Like
Let's go to this next one.
not that I'm judging. I mean,
No. I mean, yeah, dude, that's the thing. Just wear a mask on your PP, and then and then so this is the fucking. This is the cream of the article, you could say. So we got, quote, speaking as a veteran of HIV wars, we don't preach, we offer instruction. Cal Callahan, manager of the city's official leather and LGBTQ cultural district, said in the Chronicle report.
that's a fucking
Cal Callahan, first
that's
of
a
all.
mouthful, bro.
Is that a retired member of the Village People? Yeah.
Really, Bobby? That's a mouthful. That's what
Yeah.
you're gonna choose to say there.
You saw what I was doing.
And so Cal Callahan said, quote, with this crowd, everyone wants to get paddled,
Oh.
said Big Daddy Larry Rich, CEO of Bare Chest Calendar.
Fire! I'm trying to get featured in that. I got some chest hair going on, bro.
Quote, if it doesn't land here, people ask to spin it again. San Francisco is a kinky city, and this fair is our dirty little secret.
I think it's so secret, my friend.
Not too much anymore. You blew up the spot.
I know.
It's just
Yeah, talk
like
about
it's
blowing
just
up
like
the
the same
spot.
thing, like you said with the weed, things where it's just like everybody knows about Hippie Hill now.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
yeah, exactly.
it's like too
Too mainstream.
They're like, yeah, I went to these fuck fests before they became super mainstream. It was
like
some real weird shit.
Probably back in the day, we used to have to walk through a Burger King into the lot, and there was the hidden.
Dude, wouldn't it be crazy? All right, imagine it's like Law and Order SVU, right?
Oh my
And then-
god!
And they find a guy like dead, right? And they're like, oh my god, what happened to him? And it's like, oh shit, he died from monkeypox. And then he has one of those like weird like whoosh, like those whips in his hand. And then they like look at the whip closer and they're like, wait. And then on the back it says made in Taiwan.
Oh damn! All right, we'll write a Law and Order. We'll write a lot. Just gotta start writing SVU episodes.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's terrible.
So hey man, you know what? Get your fetish on, do your thing, but maybe keep that Jimmy wrapped up. Don't let that Jimmy eat world. You know what I'm saying?
It just takes some
Yeah.
time.
I saw that other, what was it, The Hard Times, where it was like, Jimmy Eat World receives backlash for telling the world that everything's gonna be all right.
Oh my god. Look, man.
San Francisco, do you thing?
Do you think?
I have no fear. I have no fear of the monkeypox. Yeah, and then you may remember Tucker Carlson calling it schlong COVID, which I'm like, damn. I was like,
He has no fear, man.
Tucker Carlson really fucking taking the ZUDECAST vibes, honestly.
I know.
I
He's
was
just like straight fucking. What an
edge
edgelord, bro! For like a
Yeah.
mainstream news
Yeah.
reporter, he's definitely one of the edgiest,
Yeah,
bro. For fucking sure.
Whoever's in the like editing room at Tucker Carlson tonight is just like a fucking real shit poster.
I know, dude. Like, I think that's part of why he's doing so well is because he will just go fucking bananas and say something wild. Like,
And people get so butthurt, dare I say, and
it's
what's
any
it called?
publicity is good publicity.
But it's like they're like, oh my god, like everybody's calling monkeypox this gay disease, and it's like, look at Tucker Carlson, he called it schlong COVID. It's like, well, it's just schlong. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with any sexuality. It's just schlong. Like it's like you're projecting. You're fucking now you made it gay. So he just called it schlong COVID.
Well, didn't his viewer base vote? He said it was
Oh,
something
he
like
said-
40% of them
Yeah.
were like in favor of that.
They put a poll up, and then after he named a few already, and then they put it up, and he's like, "It's official. If we took the vote, this is democracy."
Yeah. You can. Yeah, I mean, you can get monkeypox from totally straight activities.
I'm sure you can. I'm not
Probably.
trying to say like it. I'm not here to say it's a gay thing, bro. I'm just here to say if that's if it's sexually transmitted, like everybody be fucking careful. I'm not
Yeah.
even here to say if it's gay or not gay, but if it's sexually transmitted, because there's a ton of other sexually transmission diseases
But
are on the rise right now. Nobody wants to buy condoms.
Well, you could still catch it from a chick too, because there's bi dudes out there. Everybody
that's what I'm
seems to
saying, bro.
forget.
Like,
these
a
days,
dude
like,
can fuck a dude and a woman in the same sentence. It
Yeah.
happens.
Everybody's doing it
Same
these
prison
days. It's the
sentence.
hot- oh my god, it's the hot thing to do these days. So just
So-
be careful. Wrap your willy.
Yeah.
Don't get monkeypox. Wash your hands. Wash your asshole.
Yeah.
Don't get anal cream pies, regardless of your gender.
Try not to get cream pied.
Try not to get cream pied.
All right.
The sun's gonna try to fucking give us an old money shot right now, though, bro. It's been fucking building up some attention for a while here. A huge solar flare exploded on the sun, says NASA. It's gonna spark some sort of geomagic. Okay, here's the thing. Geomagnetic.
Yeah,
Lo siento. Might as well be.
No,
The
I like what you said.
The power of
I
the sun is swole. The sun is the ultimate cum shot, and I'll tell you why. Which, by the way,
it's getting hot in here, dude. If I turn on this fan right here.
yeah, do it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get that.
So,
let's get that popping.
So, but here's the thing. I don't like this headline because it says it will spark a geomagnetic storm, but then literally underneath it says huge solar flare explosion was observed on the sun and it may spark a geomagnetic storm on Earth on August 3rd, which is tomorrow, by the way. So we're going to see tomorrow if there's actually a geomagnetic storm here. These solar flare-ups do have potential to be very dangerous. It's something that the scientists have been very cautious and nervous about for a while now. There's been a good amount of them that are, decently sized. They kind of flare up to Mercury and Venus, but we haven't really had any big ones that can fuck with us. But other stars do regularly have really big ones because all the star is doing is constantly exploding on itself all the time. And sometimes it needs to go, bah, because it got too much. It got too dense.
Is this
I
the
can
great
understand
solar flare, Age of Aquarius that all the Q-tards are talking about?
You tell me, Bobby. You're more familiar with their lore.
We'll find out, I
We'll
guess.
find out. Let's check it out. Something fiery and very unusual has exploded on the sun. A huge explosion erupted on the northeastern part of the sun on July 31st, but its intensity is yet to be identified. Solar observatories have recorded some parts of the explosion. A spaceweather.com reported something just exploded on the sun's northeastern part. Redundant, am I right? They just fucking said that right now.
The way they are writing this, it's just reminding me of the previous topic so much.
What, where it's just like redundant as fuck, bro? Nobody knows how to fucking write a goddamn article. I told you, when I went to Sac State, bro, they flood the fucking every avenue with communication majors, bro. It's the easiest major to get, and so everybody thinks they're a fucking journalist, bro. It's a little bit wild. It kind of
including us, apparently.
including us. But I like to think we got a little. At least we know what the fuck we are, honestly, bro. These fools take themselves 100% seriously. But either way, on July 31st at 23:09, that's Universal Time, Earth orbiting satellites registered a long-lasting C9.3 class solar flare. The intensity is probably an underestimate because it was partially eclipsed. The report further confirms that NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory noticed debris flying away from the blast site on the sun. Though the explosion was huge and powerful, thankfully, Earth is likely not in the line of fire. The report confirms, citing NASA's Solar Dynamic Observatory. The explosion is significant because it may herald an active region set to emerge over the sun's northeastern part later this week. A new sunspot group could bring out an end to weeks of relative quiet, the space weather report added. So, kind of a mouthful there. Basically, I think they're saying is that the actual like magma and shit shot out of it isn't gonna hurt.
Smegma.
The smegma from the sun is not gonna hit the Earth, but they're saying that the heat waves and the shit caused by it might.
So some
Cause
kind
some
of
bullshit.
solar ejaculation is that?
Pretty much, that's what I'm saying. The sun's like,
Geomagnetic storm.
Geomagnetic storm. I like it. So yeah, there are chances of geomagnetic storms. NASA explained that the geomagnetic storm is a major disturbance of Earth's magnetosphere, which occurs when there is a strong exchange of energy from solar winds in the space above Earth. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, researchers, there's a chance of minor G1 class geomagnetic storms tomorrow, August 3rd. We'll see, buddy. We'll see. This is expected due to release of gaseous material from the southern hole in the sun's atmosphere. God, they're making it so easy for us, bro.
See, now
it's
you're
coming and shitting
seeing
on
what
us,
I'm
bro.
getting at.
It's shitting and nutting.
Okay, I find it interesting that the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration is called NOAA, like Noah's Ark.
I thought
about oceans and flooding and
Ooh.
you know what I'm saying?
I thought it was like Noah, no, please, son, don't.
Please don't go to the fucking Door Alley Festival.
No, the sun's trying to take the Earth.
Stop.
This is God's response to
God's-
the monkeypox.
We're gonna get.
This is God's response.
We're about to get sunky pox. You feel me? We're gonna get sunky pox.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. And then
Dude,
there's gonna be holes in our magnetic sphere. You feel me? So it's gonna fuck up everything.
Dude, I'm white and I burn all the time, and I get more like moles and freckles all the time, dude. I already do got sunky pox, dude. I got fucking bukkakied in the face by the sun.
Oh, I know.
It sucks.
At Fort Bragg, bro. We were getting roasted on
Yeah.
Fort Bragg, bro, when we were out
I did
there.
all right.
I got fucking ripped apart one
Yeah.
of those first days, bro. I think it was the
Yeah.
first day there. I got
Cuban
burnt
Yeah,
as fuck.
no, you guys got Cajun crab boiled.
For sure.
That sounds delicious right now.
Oh, I know, right? Fuck. Recently, NASA warned that huge solar eruptions are likely to become more frequent as we near the solar maximum, which is in 2025. As solar events will increase in the upcoming years, they will leave an impact on lives and technology on Earth, as well as satellites and astronauts in space. Follow HT Tech for new tech news. All right, look, whatever.
Fuck you, HT Tech.
Here's the thing. Scientists have been very nervous about this kind of thing for a long time. And I think it's interesting, too, because I think this ties into climate change in an interesting way, because not only are we having to just like monitor long-term changes of the Earth, but there are long-term changes in space that happen. There's a lot of crazy shit happening in space at any given time. And so it's just interesting, kind of the alarmist. I don't really like the alarmist kind of tone it has, because it's like, they even said, they're like, oh, we'll probably be fine. But it might be an electromagnetic EMP that destroys the Earth's fucking power grid.
I mean, it might, but
it might.
It might. That's fully within the realm of possibility. Not likely, probably.
Wouldn't that be crazy if it was like, oh, you guys, finally, Taiwan is free. After this long, hard battle, Taiwan is finally free to produce all of its microchips and semiconductors the way it wants. And we'll provide all these microconductors for the whole planet, and it's going to be great. And then just like a solar flare just comes and just shuts down every single piece of technology.
It's kind of cool. It's kind of wild, because it literally could. I mean, hypothetically, if there was a blast strong enough from the sun, if we start getting these all the time, it definitely could be a problem. And I think that that's why I think, I don't know, we do need to be putting more effort into space stuff, because you know, we haven't really had to deal with too much space stuff. Like, it's not that much that goes on out there, but this could be, if this is going to be happening more frequently, maybe it might be a good idea to kind of maybe we could even use it to kind of try to harness some sort of energy source. You feel me? Like, hypothetically,
I mean, potentially
you could get like some kind of, put some kind of like reactor or something out there, maybe like try to like absorb energy and kind of channel it back. Maybe, well, I don't know, that you maybe make a death laser at that point.
If there's an EMP, man, it's just gonna fry everything. It's gonna be done.
Yeah,
we'd have to come up with a mechanical way to harvest energy,
because that would like destroy everything, dude. That would destroy the whole internet, like our entire way of communication and our way of life. You know, how else would people organize orgies on Facebook? Like, it would never. It would just destroy our entire.
Like I said,
word of mouth.
It's God's response to monkeypox, bro.
Word of ass to mouth.
Hey. But yeah, I mean, it wouldn't take long. It's like 3 days of disruption to the infrastructure, and we're set back to medieval times for like 200 years.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, it's kind of crazy. This is the kind of thing too that really makes me think. Like, it's like, man, like we ain't shit. Like, in terms of like space and shit, bro. It's like, you think we could fucking step up to the sun?
Yeah, no, the sun like sharts a little extra hard, and we're like done for.
Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, that's why I think, I don't know, the terraforming of Mars is something that's definitely something like there. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. I'm down for more space shit.
Okay,
I love space shit. Let's do it. But anyway, I mean, yeah, but spoiled the next topic as always.
Okay.
But
I don't know. Shakira's kind of a celestial body.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you know what? Let's just move it back onto that celestial body. Let's check it out. Oh, baby, when you talk like that, goddamn, she is.
I don't want to pay tax,
dude. A libertarian icon.
Yeah, Shakira.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Based Shakira.
I know. We got base Nikki, base Riri, base Shakira, bro.
Base Shakira? Base Shakira? Base Riri?
Yeah, dude. So apparently, she owes fucking $14 million in taxes to the Spanish government because she didn't pay any between 2011 and 2014. Based.
Is she a citizen there? Like,
I do believe she's a Spanish citizen. Yes, okay. I would like to say so.
Interesting.
But yeah, you know, them hips don't lie, but apparently the accountants do. so fuck, yeah. Tricky situation.
So wait, does she not have American citizenship at all? Because she needs to get on that shit. She needs a green card.
She probably has like hey Shakira, if you need a green card, I'll get you. I'll hook you up. Shit.
She's like,
I'm proud to be an American.
Yeah. She's gonna be fine. I think she's gonna be fine.
She marries Lee Greenwood.
I don't even know who that is.
The fool that's saying proud to be an American.
Oh my god.
If that dude's even still
Wait
alive.
a second. Okay, so this is 3 years, maybe 4, depending on the time constraint. 4 years of taxes, and that's 14 million. That's kind of insane.
That's a lot.
Just in
dude.
sheer taxes.
I understand why she's like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I feel like
she worked hard for that money.
Yeah, that is a lot of money actually. I mean, I don't know. It's not like she's as big as she like used to be either. I feel like, you know. I mean, she's still an icon, of course, but like, yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah, I could totally understand her saying fuck that. Like,
Yeah. I don't know, unless her accountant's like fucked her over.
it probably is that, dude. I feel like somebody
does
handling her money probably fucked up and
Dude,
like,
that's what happened to Dane Cook.
oh really?
I think so. Like Dane Cook, like he let his brother like be in charge of like
Uh-oh.
managing his money,
Uh-oh.
and his brother basically just like stole millions of dollars from him, like telling him like, oh yeah, I'm paying your taxes, I'm paying all this shit,
It's not good.
and he wasn't, and then so he's like found out like he like owed like hella money.
That's bad, dude.
Yeah.
That's a bad situation.
Gotta
to
be
be in
careful
for
who you
sure.
Also,
trust.
speaking of Dane Cook, I just saw that. I saw an article that says Dane Cook, 50, gets engaged to his longtime girlfriend, and she's 23. And I'm
Oh
like,
my God.
how long of a time are we talking about?
That's wild. R.I.P.
I mean, 4 or 5 years. I consider that's still pretty long time. You know.
That's crazy, though. Anyways, funny fella.
All right.
Yeah. So she.
Oh,
yeah.
any more Shakira stuff?
We can take a nice long gander again.
Yeah. God, she's still gorgeous. I'll say that.
Just making OnlyFans, Shakira.
Oh my God.
She'll make that shit in like a day, bro.
Recoup.
Honestly, I think she'll be fine though. As well, I was gonna say, bro, she's probably gonna go to rich people jail for like a
Right.
year max.
Yeah. She'll go to like the same fucking jail that like Ghislaine Maxwell just got like downgraded to.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what
a
I mean?
minimum security
Or, yeah.
fucking prison, the Jordan Belfort jail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
paying
gets, to go
fucking-
to, she gets to go to yoga.
Yeah, playing tennis and going to yoga and
Right.
fucking drinking. You're allowed to drink in there.
No, Shakira should just start an OnlyFans and see if those lips don't lie. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, she could tread on me. That's all I'm saying.
Oh. All right, so let's keep it moving here. Speaking of other libertarian energy, which, by the way, there's a leaked document here that says if you rock the Gaston flag, you're considered a domestic terrorist now.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that was on the slideshow, but
Project Veritas just leaked something like that as an internal document from the
Yeah,
FBI.
yeah.
And if you rock the Gaston flag, you're considered a political extremist and a domestic terrorist.
they were saying that a while ago, too. Like, what was it? Fuck. It was one of the CIA guys or
Right.
whatever. He's like, yeah, basically we're like monitoring, you know, any of you guys like anarchists, like or like, you know, like all of the like Proud Boys.
Yeah, it
all
was
of,
like it was like
and then it
Boogaloo
just, like,
Boys.
yeah,
It was like Gadsden
libertarians.
flag. There was like the Betsy Ross flag was on there.
Podcasters, I'm pretty sure was on
Yeah,
there.
Podcasters actually have been labeled.
So
too.
let's get a Gadsden
Base.
flag, and then we'll triple down by being libertarian podcasters that are waving a flag that we shouldn't.
Yeah, the
yeah.
Gadsden flag's really not even that bad. Like,
Dude, it's like fucking like it's like as almost as old as the American flag.
Yeah.
It's like kind of fucked up that it's
Yeah.
being like put in this kind of light, you know. But I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. It's like, you know, you can't control who rocks what kind
Exactly.
of flag.
You can't control
Just keep it-
rocks.
you know, it's like how people are like, oh, like, you know, there's no like, you know, diddlers or weirdos, you know, in the gay community or whatever. And it's like, but, you know, I mean, there's weirdos and perverts in every community, you know?
right.
So,
yeah, you can't control who rocks the pride flag.
yeah, no. So it's like you can't really control who rocks the Gadsden flag. And it's like, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of, you know, Republicans that smoke weed kind of fucking people that are out
Yeah.
there that, you know, really rap libertarian when they're not even about it. But,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know.
Which,
I
like,
just-
hey, they're still fair weather friends to me, but
I don't have a problem with really anybody what they rep as long as
Yeah.
they're fucking a decent person and mind their fucking business. But interesting stuff. But anyways, here in LA, everybody knows that, you know, violence has been getting worse. Street level violence has been getting worse. You know. So yeah, we have this old man here. Was someone tried to rob his store, and the robber got a surprise. Let's watch the video.
let's check
Let's check it out. AR, by the way.
Ooh. Damn, he came through with the freaking 12 gauge,
A
bro.
robbery suspect shot and wounded when an employee at a Norco market didn't
Almost
hesitate
pulled
to
off without
protect
him.
his business from a would-be crook.
That robbery now
Look at
under
he
investigation.
fucking.
Let's go live to Gina Silva in Norco with the latest, and the age here is interesting as well. Gina.
That's right, Alex.
up,
Christine,
Gina?
I can
I
tell
know,
you
I'm
that
like,
almost
she-
everyone in this town is very proud of the way this business owner handled himself. There were 4 armed robbers, and they were parked right here. By the time they went
pause for a
inside,
second.
they got the
Yeah, what did she say?
Oh. Oh, you got you can't press space. You gotta click on the fucking. I know it's. So
It's all
stupid.
good. It's all good. So she said there's 4 armed robbers.
What was I gonna say? It's in Norco. I'm like, isn't Norco like a fucking isn't that a drug?
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
that's-
like
yeah.
what the
Vicodin.
dentist gave me after I got my wisdom teeth taken out, dude?
Yep.
I'm just saying, you got your whole city named after that. You shouldn't be surprised
When some
with these
shit,
kind of
yeah.
Norco activities, bro.
Yeah.
All right, go on. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Let's rewatch the clip too. Watch,
Yeah,
because he
watch
shoots. He like shoots through the thing. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like he like shot
A
through.
robbery suspect shot and
Crazy.
wounded when an employee at a Norco market didn't
Dude,
hesitate
I just-
to protect his
Okay,
business.
like I gotta
from a
imagine
would-be
that
crook.
for.
That robbery
Can I
now-
just click? Yeah. Okay, I gotta imagine that for the store owner, that must have been a huge bitch because the amount of shrapnel that comes out of a shotgun shell. Obviously, it broke the window, but you don't know where else all these like little bits are going. So now you have to fucking audit every single piece of food in your entire store before you can like sell anything.
Oh yeah, true, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right.
It's still a wild clip to
Gina,
watch.
Gina.
Yeah, there you go, Gina.
There
What's
were
up, girl?
4 armed robbers, and they were parked right here. By the time they went inside, they got the surprise of their lives.
Yeah, buddy.
It's a
Dude, he like
shooting.
took
The bad
cover in
guys
it. I wonder if this
never
dude's a
saw
veteran.
coming.
Probably.
It seems like it. He like took cover and shit. You see that? And he like
ready,
shot
yeah.
like around the
Defends
thing.
his business.
He looks
Armed robbers
so soulless. Oh my
stormed into
god.
Norco Market and Liquor.
I guess he gets what he deserves.
It was like a rental BMW
Piece is
too.
done.
Customers of this longtime Norco business have a lot to say about this armed robbery that ends with the good guy winning the battle.
The criminals are in control of everything right now, and the fact that they turned around and showed them what for, I think it's amazing.
Everybody's brazen and thinks that they are owed everything and that they can do whatever they want, and it's not right to do that to people.
More businesses should be armed like that and defend their businesses like that.
The shooting happened on Sunday at 2:47
I mean,
a.m.
fuck,
in the
bro. Homie
800
has an
block of
AR.
6th Street.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
what-
4 fools.
Yeah, like what do you
The
fucking
owner was
expect?
standing
Like,
right here watching all of the action on the security camera. As soon as he saw one of those guys pull the mask over his face, he knew trouble was headed his way.
He just prepared himself. He prepared himself, and he stood right here, and he just aimed. He aimed and shot.
The owner shot his rifle and hit the robber in the arm. Not a surprise to some customers.
Yeah.
dude, listen to the way they're fucking crying like fucking bitches, bro. They really just expected it, like nothing to happen. You feel me?
Yeah, it's really stupid that, like, if you're gonna do a robbery, you gotta have the element of surprise. Mm-hmm. So just not having fucking cased the joint up at all, clearly, they're like, they don't know where the blind spots are. They don't know shit about this. Fucking amateur work all around. That's all I gotta say.
No, definitely, and you can tell they're young too. You can hear them, like you can hear they sound like they're like fucking in like 20s or something. He's like, oh my god, I got shot. It's like, yeah, you went and fucking tried to shoot. You tried to fucking rob someone and fucking point. And he's like,
Fucked around and found out.
He's an old ass man, bro. Like, here, let's keep going, fucking.
And that's what we need to understand in our society. When people are doing violence against us, we have the right to protect ourselves.
I've seen him a couple of times while I've
Lucky
been
that
here,
didn't hit him
and
above the chest.
Honestly, I can kind of expect that from him. He seems like a pretty bad old man.
I fuck with that.
I can tell you there were a lot of people coming in just to support the business and say they're very proud of the way
Norco
he
market,
acted.
bro.
But of course,
kinda-
a shooting, of this caliber is very stressful, traumatic. The business owner, who is 80 years old, did have a heart attack right after the shooting.
Oh my
The
God.
good news is that I spoke with him this afternoon. He's doing better, and he will be out of the hospital tonight. And Alex, Christine, he is promising to do an interview with us once he settles in, and perhaps on Wednesday he'll talk to us about this traumatic experience and why he did what he did.
That's the thing
Now,
about
as
this
for
shit
the-
too
the-
is like fucking like yeah, it's like even if he didn't shoot the other guy, like that would still be a lot for an old person. You know what I mean? You might give him a heart attack and fucking kill him. Even if you don't come in there ready to kill someone, you're ready to fuck up someone's fucking day and traumatize someone.
Yeah, it's
so
like
fuck
they're
him, bro.
ready,
So
yeah.
fuck him, like dude. Yeah, and the homie tried to run in like all like fucking ready up, and he said fuck that, and he lit him up, bro.
Yep, it's like he's already like on one from in the middle of about to, he's almost getting robbed, but then literally just the force of firing a shotgun like that That's enough to fucking like.
That's crazy.
That's
bro.
enough to give me like a fucking heart attack, bro.
No, it's a fucking
Like, if
stress.
you-
I mean, look how fast he acted too. You know what I mean? Like he
was
really
nuts.
just like the dude walked in and he was like already in cover and just lit him up, bro.
Yeah, you got like 15 seconds from the car to the front door, maybe, before the guy is like there, ready in your face.
Dude, I know. I wonder if anything's gonna happen to this dude legally, the old guy.
I don't think so, because what, the criminal's gonna fucking press
know.
charges?
Well,
I know
yeah,
that's
exactly.
happened. I know
California,
that's
yeah.
happened before, but it's like, what, you think he's gonna come forward? Like,
Because this is kind of similar to what happened at the bodega the other day in New York.
Really? What happened?
Yeah. Well, there was like a similar thing where like someone tried to like rob the place, and the bodega owner like I don't remember if he shot him or like stabbed. He like stabbed a guy, and then like or no, yeah, and then like he was gonna get in trouble for like defending himself because they're like, oh, you used too much force that was more than necessary or whatever. And I think New York, I don't think California is like this, but I think New York at least was until recently a duty to retreat state.
Oh shit!
where
So
it's-
you can't you can't like aggress.
Or actually, I might be wrong on that. But
I
now-
believe it,
but
though. They're
now-
weird.
Or they're just about like the strictest you can get as far as guns.
Right.
And then recently they had the I think concealed carry is now allowed in New York. even
Yeah.
though they're not giving out that many concealed carry permits, but it's still kind of a step in the right direction because it's like good, dude. It's like this old dude like didn't deserve to freaking die over this, you know?
No.
Okay, but tell me why all three of those news anchors have the most sus fucking expressions on their face right now.
They're like,
They all just saw somebody whip it out. Like,
Yeah.
and she's with it in the middle. She's like, oh wow.
and the dude's like, maybe I might if my wife wasn't around.
I'm not trying to get the monkeypox.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, the old guy's probably like fucking bricked up off of this.
Still,
dude, he's
yeah.
like, I'm gonna fuck my wife. He's like,
It's like on the other guys, and they're like, "How'd you feel?" He's like my cock was made of cement. Like,
he's like, for the first time in 30 years, I can get it up. Only
Yes.
after the thrill.
I definitely did. I definitely do think that. I mean, I'm very curious if he was a veteran or not, because he seemed like he knew what he was fucking doing. I mean, he's probably dealt with some shit like this before.
I don't know if they said that he was.
I don't
but
think he did.
They
I
didn't
feel like they
mention-
would say if he
Yeah.
was. So, but either way, it's a bit of a trip. Yeah.
That's basically the end of that.
Yeah.
Next.
Oh yeah, the robots, bro. They're coming.
All right, this is our final one.
Yeah,
for
it's
the
our
day, I
last
think?
one for the day.
All right.
All right.
Let's dive in here.
There we go.
On-demand news.
Some Terminator energy here. Oh yeah, on-demand news.
Oh, what is this? Bobby Fischer, the robot?
Chess playing robot
Oh.
broke the boy's finger during a match in a Russian chess tournament.
What the fuck?
Oh, wow.
Violating safety rules. You're gonna blame the fucking kid? Of course they're gonna blame the fucking.
This is, of course, bad.
President of Moscow Chess Federation admitted this is of course bad. It's like, yeah. So the kid was like about.
Look, here we go. Here we go. There it is. Oh man. He did kind of put his finger in the way. I don't know. They're all pre-programmed.
now they have to shoot the robot.
I know, you gotta put him down.
It's just incredible to me how nobody fucking saw this coming. I'm like, part of the thing in robotics is significant edge case testing, right?
Edge case testing. They're like for safety, I must check. I must try this for science. Put my penis on the chessboard just to see.
See if it rips off.
And he's like, oh no, I hope this robot arm doesn't yank my cock. It sure would be bad if this robot gave me transition surgery right here on the spot. And the robot's just like, it's like oh, he's not doing anything. It sure would be a tragedy if this robot tried to grab my cock like it is Prize of Redemption claw game. It sure would be bad if this robot wanted to yank my member like it was one of the aliens from Toy Story.
When you accidentally catch the pox from a fucking robot.
Robopox.
They're like, curiously enough, the child was diagnosed with monkeypox.
Hey, you guys think they got one of these robots at the Alley Fest, bro?
Definitely, but it's serving a different. It has a different
programming.
Yeah,
different programming. My thing,
it's just running drill.exe. Dude, it reminds me of on Nathan For You.
Oh, I know when they did the fucking the pants ripping off robot.
Yeah, we had to get the robot to
take his
pants off to expose himself in front of children.
Oh my god, that was so bad, bro.
He had to undo the handcuffs in time so he doesn't get exposed and become a sex offender.
Do you think he really did that, or you think it was staged?
Dude, that show escapes me. Like,
I don't know.
I
think he had to have had it somewhat ready to fucking, like not happen. Like,
I feel like there's definitely like an emergency stop button, and someone's in the back like, all right, let's shut this down.
Because it had they had the thing flip out at the end too. Like when it pulled, like it's like almost pulled his pants down.
Yeah.
And like it flipped out in front of him. So I think that they set that up.
Yeah, I guess if it failed, they would have just like not aired it.
Yeah, no.
All right, no season finale. Or they're like, all right, new group of kids, let's try this again.
No. But why'd they make it that strong though? It doesn't need to be that strong to pick up a fucking chess piece, bro. What's wrong with them?
It's not fucking around, dude.
I guess not, bro. Fuck.
That chess robot is actually Andrew Tate's dad. The chess master.
Fuck. Yeah.
Oh,
what
my
an
God.
interesting one though, man. Yeah, robots breaking fingers, monkeypox. Fuck, man. We're living in some wild times, bro. Taiwan, bro. What the fuck?
But I bet you that robot was made in Taiwan.
It might have been. I don't know. They said it wasn't from
Probably the mainland.
They said it was Russian. I think they said it was a Russian robot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
This has been the Omni Dick Network.
Omni Dick Network.
Talking about robot cocks and invasion of private spaces.
Robot cock.
Robot cock.
Dinosaur cock.
All right, what's scarier, dinosaur cock or robot cock?
Robot cock, I think, is a lot more cold.
I think it's a lot more inhuman, At least dinosaurs, we can empathize a little more. I've seen The Land Before Time. I can empathize with some dinosaur cock.
You don't want a dino, planting their little dino nuggets inside you. the dinosaur egg bites like you get on the oatmeal.
Fuck,
I swear, it's like you guys have never even seen Power Rangers before. It's all about the robot dinosaur cock.
Now
the Megazord.
Yeah, Megazord.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Now but here's the thing. Dinosaurs are more like birds.
Right.
So do dinosaurs even have cocks? Or is it like
Birds have cocks?
It's like a cloaca though.
The CIA
No, cloacas are
manufactured
asshole.
reproduction devices.
Oh.
The cloaca is the asshole. Have you ever seen like a duck dick before?
Yeah.
It's like a fucking corkscrew. It like shoots out at like 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And then the duck vagina is the same way. So they gotta just like thread the needle real quick.
It's like the original lock picking.
Yeah, heck, it's really ugly. I can't imagine dinosaurs fucking was a pretty
This is
situation.
not great.
That'd be crazy. Dude, they should make a game like that where you're a duck and it's like there's just different ducks that you're trying to mate with.
An untitled
And it's like,
dick duck game.
And it's like lockpick parentheses easy. Or like, you know what I mean?
Not good.
Bethesda, get back to us on this.
It just like cuts to a lockpicking mini game and it's just like just quacking in the background, just like just splashing.
Because like when they're like flapping, it's like the water. Yeah, I think that's it for the slideshow.
I think
though.
that
I
about
don't think
does
we need
it.
Yeah,
I think that about does it for
the episode. You want to wrap up the app?
yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Fellas,
Yeah.
where can we find y'all on the internet?
I am at Adrian Grody on the Instant Gratification. I'm also at the Cosmic Lore Comics on the Instant Gratification. I'm going for 1,000 followers, man. I'm at 830 right now. Let's
Hell
get
yeah.
it popping.
Let's get it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And then what about y'all? Where can I find you? I don't know where y'all live. Tell us.
You're
Tell
not
us your
allowed to
full-
find me.
Tell us your full government address. I'm waiting.
That currently actually does not exist. So if anybody wants to provide me with a house, that would be cool.
Yeah, the Zudes need a home. Adopt us. You can have this 3 degenerates for
We need a Zood home.
low price of $350.
Free fitty. Yeah.
But what's your handle?
You can find me at Robert Ware Music on Instagram, and absolutely nowhere else because fuck social media. I only have this because I need to run a business.
Hell yeah.
So once again, wrap your willy and don't at me ever.
Wrap your woolly. Don't be silly.
Yeah. And I am crispy.grooves on Instagram. And the same on YouTube. Check out my YouTube channel. I got my first video on there. The NAM video part 1. Taking forever on part 2, but part 2 is coming soon.
We got lots of content coming down the pipeline here. We got part 2 of the NAM video here. We got our Fort Bragg with ZUDECAST open world. We are starting a new series too. Again, those deep dives on esoteric and conspiracies, you know, kind of different UFOs. I think we said Into the Dreamscape is going to be our first episode. We're going to talk about lucid dreaming and all kinds of different trippy shit. Yeah, that's coming to soon. Thanks for bearing with us while we had a mid-season hiatus. We hope that this is scratching the itch for the Zude rash.
The scratching the itch for the Zude pox.
Yeah, the Zude pox. All right.
Cool.
Right
I
on.
think that's going to do it for us.
Catch y'all next time.
Oh, what is up, my Zude?
What is up?